Today, we're turning fast food into a luxury 3-course meal. They say fast food can't be fancy, but we're gonna attempt to prove the critics wrong. There are 2 simple rules. I have to use every part of the meal. Nothing can go to waste. And because fast food is fast, there will be a timer to keep me honest. We're gonna start with the most iconic fast food, McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We have a McCafe. Cameraman ordered this and it appears that he wants me to transform breakfast. Hash brown and a sausage egg McMuffin. No ketchup? Makes it easier on me, but what can I turn this into? Let's see what's in the sausage egg McMuffin. Okay, this one is unsauced, might be usable. The egg patty, what am I gonna do with this? The sausage patty that already has some cheese on it. And then this piece of English muffin that already has the American cheese glued to it. So I'm gonna have to be creative here. I think I know what to do. First things first, I gotta prep our ingredients. With the sausage patty, I kinda want it as a whole, so I'm gonna scrape off the cheese and put it into our blender. I'm planning on making a different type of cheese sauce, so this should work. Now that our patty is pretty clean, we'll set it aside. And let me try to take this off. It's pretty stuck in there. I'm gonna have to just live with it. That looks good. I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with this. But in the meantime, I'm gonna pop the hash browns and our English muffins in the oven a little bit to crisp up. Now for the egg patty, I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do with this piece of rubber, but I think we can incorporate some extra protein into our cheese sauce. So I'm gonna break up the egg whites and drop it in here. And we're gonna save the egg yolk for something else later. Okay, that's all I can scrape off. Not bad. Okay, now for our cheese sauce, I kind of want to do some type of toast. So I've seen a lot of fancy brunch places make ricotta toast. So we're gonna blend up their cheese with some fresh ricotta. But I'm gonna keep this plain because I think we're gonna go for a sweet and savory breakfast. Because when you can't decide what you want, why not have both? Okay, let's add some lemon zest. The rule was that I have to use every single piece of the meal, but it never said anything about adding. So this lemon zest should brighten the ricotta cheese sauce all up. Ooh, that smells so good. It's gonna have such a bright flavor. All right, let's cap it up and give it a whirl. The American cheese seems to be stuck on top here, so I might have to add more cheese just to get it down. Okay, let's hope that the American cheese will actually blend together. Well, part of it blended. Ooh, but it is a nice creamy sauce. A little bit runnier than I want it, so I'm gonna mix it with some Greek yogurt. How do the restaurants get their ricotta so creamy? Now it's thickening up to be the consistency I want. Perfect. Okay, it's still a little loose, but I need it to firm up, so I'm gonna throw it in the fridge real quick while we work on the sausage. All right, before I do that, let me go ahead and check on our hash brown English muffin toast. Oh, it's looking a little brown. I better take it out. All right, this piece of toast looks perfect. I already know what I'm gonna do with this. This one, I still have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but we have time to think. The hash brown is stuck, and it's not as crispy as I want it. So these 2 are going back in the oven. Sausage. I'm not sure yet, but I need an avocado. No brunch would be gourmet or fancy if there wasn't an expensive avocado toast. So I'm gonna make something with avocado. I'm thinking I might do an avocado rose and throw back to like 2018. Let's peel this. I think we can do like a stack on top of the hash brown. I could cut out the sausage, do an avocado rose on top, and then use the ricotta sauce since it didn't get as thick as I wanted it to. Make that like a sauce. But then what do I do with the English muffins? Let's just start cutting our avocado rose. And I haven't made one in so long. I think I need to look at a TikTok for a tutorial. Okay, so we have to get a really ripe avocado, make teeny tiny slices, and then just fan it out and then twirl it somehow. Yeah, I'm mushing the side of it. Okay, now we roll it as tight as possible. And it's coming together. Whoa! There's our avocado rose! I'm so excited. Okay, let me place this over here. Oh man, 7 minutes left. I'm starting to run out of time. Our hash brown is crispy and our English muffin is also kind of rock hard. And I still have no idea what I'm gonna do with this. But this piece right here, I'm thinking we're gonna make it sweet like a strawberry honey ricotta toast. Unfortunately, my ricotta didn't have time to chill and thicken as much as I want it to, so it's kind of a runny sauce. We're just gonna spread it like jam. This will be more like a crumpets vibe. And then we got some strawberries. I'm gonna cut it up. We'll arrange it beautifully like a flower. That's so pretty. I definitely feel like a lot of food feels more gourmet because of their plating, because it looks so pretty. Not necessarily because they have better ingredients, but in most cases, it's probably better than McDonald's ingredients. Let's drizzle a little bit of honey. And then we have one part of our course down. For our hash brown, I'm gonna use it as a base for our little canapé here. We're gonna cut 2 little circles. I actually think I'm gonna cut the sausage and just lay it right on top of here too. Haha, cute. The rule was I have to eat every part of the meal. We'll just give this to cameraman later. Okay, but let's put the avocado rose right on top. And it's already looking like a wedding appetizer. We still have this guy to deal with. I think I'm gonna grind it up. Oh no, the egg and the coffee. I'm gonna turn it into something iced. Salted maple cloud on top. Let's make the cloud. Let me just whip it up real quick. And we have our whip. No time to waste. Let's get the coffee and ice. Now let's top it with some of our maple cloud and sprinkle it with a pinch of salt. I'm almost ready for service. Let's plate. I tried. Usually they have like the sauce dragged out and looking all beautiful, but it's harder than it looks. And then with our extra English muffins, I crumbed it up and we're just scattering it over. Then we're gonna decorate it with some fresh herbs and pea tendrils to make it look fancy, randomly scattered and placed. And just from putting down the herbs, it already looks so fancy. We added our potato crostini bites, and then we're gonna drizzle it with more sauce, some salmon roe. I didn't forget about our egg yolk here. We are going to just grate it right on top of the potato crostini. And last but not least, every fancy plate needs to have some edible flowers. But would you believe that we took this and this, oh yeah, and I forgot the coffee, and turned it into this. That was such a challenge and so much fun. Now let's start comparing our ingredients to our final dish. But here's the thing, I actually heard that McDonald's has really good coffee. Well, let's test that. For black coffee, it's not bad. I usually don't do black coffee, but it's not acidic, it's roasty, it's balanced. Not bad, I like it. Now let's see what happens when it becomes a salted maple cloud latte. Oh, that makes an excellent base for this. It's mapley, it's sweet, it's creamy, and it's salty. Every little thing that I wanted all in one. Now where do I even start? Now it's like our crostini. The only thing that's missing is ketchup. I'm not even gonna hate on this because it's actually really good. But did I make it better? Let's try our strawberry honey ricotta toast. Does the McDonald's English muffin bread actually work as a base for this? We'll soon find out. Oh, yeah. There is a little hint of saltiness somewhere in the English muffin, which throws me off a little bit, but overall, this tastes incredible. The whipped ricotta is lemony. The strawberry with the honey drizzle is super sweet. If I didn't get that bite of salty cheese on the corner, this would have been 10 out of 10. Instead, it's 9.5 out of 10. But let's see my little canapé here. I don't even know what to call this. It looks like something that would be served at a wedding. Now the question is, how do I eat it? I feel like wedding food is like a one bite thing. This feels like I need a fork and a knife, but it's pretty. The inspiration for the egg came from that viral grated egg hack on TikTok, and so you know what? Apply it where it works. Whoa, that was incredible. The saltiness from the salmon roe paired with the creamy avocado and then the crunchy hash browns. Oh, honestly, I feel like the sausage got kind of lost in there, but it still really works, and I think this looks super gourmet and fancy. I'm gonna let you guys decide, so smash that like button and comment below with what score you think our appetizer course deserves. Keep watching, because if you thought this was good, we still have our main and dessert course coming. Okay, that last challenge was too easy. So I sent cameraman to surprise